Well, I've actually been up to a lot. I've been out at Toys R Us out in Redwood City, doing overnight tours, making sure the store's secure. Fire watch tours, making sure that the building was properly watched and no fires took place through the night while they were still putting the water system together. Some tours of Jack in the Box at the other sites that you wasn't there, different sites than you were doing. So we were both doing Jack in the Box. Also, the wedding with practitioner Paul. I was also on the Yoshi tour with you. That was very exciting, and keeping the crowd controlled, checking the IDs, making sure, we had a lot of respect on that. I think we even got recognition from the owners at the end of the night that we totally, kept the crowds in place, and everyone respected our positions, honored, even Kay Michelle herself recognized us and thought that we did a wonderful job in securing and preventing any harm or danger to anyone around the site. Basically, the way we're dressed, our CTO definitely puts us into our SP's position before we can even hit the floor. Our boots need to be shined, our ties need to be in place, our shirts need to be pressed and cleaned. We totally need to look the part to do the job we do, and our CTO makes sure that we're not going to be allowed out on a tour unless we are appropriately dressed and looking as sharp as the company is expecting us to. And we're all aware of that when we come to our Tuesday and Thursday night meetings, that we need to look and act the parts that we are given for the company to succeed, which is very proven out on the streets, because we definitely get respect from our public seeing us. We get questions asked on a regular basis. Who are we? We're often told how sharp we look. Recognition, for our training with SPOA. It definitely pays off. We're able to go home and share it with our loved ones, our fellow friends. We're able to bring people into the company to advance the company with more practitioners, more tours of duty, more opportunities for the company to grow. And
I believe the uniform commands respect. The second we've stepped on sites, the word gets out quick. Any kind of vagrants, any kind of misbehavior immediately disperses. Quickly, and it's not because. A lot of it's because of the way we carry ourselves and the way we keep our uniforms. Because when you walk in there with your shirt half untucked and a backpack on, and your hat's on crooked, or you're just sitting down, those are actions that will be taken advantage of. Because if you don't say something or look a certain way, immediately you will be taken advantage of, and it's that much harder to establish any kind of a head start in the game when first thing you do is come to a job or a training site, and you're texting on your phone to your girlfriend or taking a seat. I'd like to know a little bit more about your. I see you got a new addition to your uniform. I'd like to know a little bit more about that.
That's basically a military patch in honor of the Veterans Day event that we have coming up November 7th through the 11th. And it's also practitioner Paul, I think she's going to be having one soon in honor of one of her family members being a veteran. It's basically just to let everybody know that we're part of veterans and keeping the memories alive of our fellow veterans that have served in the military for the country.
can elaborate on that. It will be an honor to wear a patch, especially in honor of my uncle. He was someone that I looked up to, admired. He always was there for me as a young girl coming up. He taught me a lot, showed me a lot as a young girl coming up, and I've used it now into my adulthood. His favorite things to me was always, have you been a good girl? And I love to hear him say that because he would always give me a quarter when I tell him yeah. And back then a quarter was a lot. We could buy penny candy all day long with that. So I'm really looking forward to the event. I'm really looking forward to being a part of this organization and doing what we're going to do for that for all our veterans. So please come out, enjoy yourself with us, and honor all the vets from your family, past, present. Thank you.
And yes, followed by my father was a Marines too, and he done 14 years in the Marine service. So I really didn't have that father figure, but as a give back, this is something that I was kind of grown into and respected and loved. So feeling this suit just makes me feel like I'm standing taller, more proud of not what I am, but of who I am. And as you can see on all four of us, it ain't about color. It's about respect and how you present yourself as in the company, as in the job training, and also just how you feel as a person. And we're also honored and blessed to have Paul with us because she's one of the strongest female in the group. And it's just been an honor to meet her. And her family's was with the struggle and with the military. And as you see, she's following the same background, and I want to be part of that. I want to be part of the family. I don't consider it as a job, like we say. This is a family to me that I'm grown to, starting to love and get to know. And I think it's a good thing for all of us to stay bonded. And then being part of this event and just being part of a team in general is just a positive thing for all of us to grow as a person and just as a human being. And I encourage a lot of you guys to come out, show respect, and even if you never know, this might be the lifestyle for you, and come stand with us and just try to sit on one time and guarantee you won't take it off.
I'd just like to say thank you for coming out and hearing us express our gratitude of the SPOA event coming up. And at this moment, we're going to close out, but we're going to bring our chief in to close out with us. Chief, SPOA.
I want to thank the practitioners for enlightening the people who watch this video on this organization, and also for participating in another practice operation where they constantly learning to adapt to whatever the situation happens to be. And I asked them at the very last moment if they would do this, and part of their training is they can't say no. And so again, thank you for coming out to Nellies, and we're going to continue this by talking to Nellie at her birthday party. And again, next Thursday we'll see you, and again, thank you for your support. And remember, November 7th through the 11th, Veterans Day at Treasure Island. Thank you. Hi, I want to introduce Jeff Duval, and he'll be doing the Bill Pickett Rodeo the 10th and the 11th of July. He's been using our services for over 18 years, and I just wanted him to kind of explain what he looks for in terms of a quality security person to perform the services for that kind of an event. This is Jeff.
How's it going, Leonard?
Oh, great.
Okay. Yeah, it's important to realize that anytime any company can actually keep a contract for 18 years, that's pretty monumental within itself. But in saying that, we're dealing with the only nationally traveling, nationally touring black rodeo in the United States of America. So as a result to it, we do have a reputation to maintain, but more importantly of all, crowd safety is paramount at everything that we do. Just like crowd safety is important with our rodeo contestants. So Leonard, over the last 18 years, realizes that when he comes to the rodeo with his staff, we look for certain things that unquestionably have to be done. It's like a zero tolerance, if you want to call it that. We've got 6,500 people are better there for 2 days. Those people are in our hands or in our care. It's important that at all times they're safe, that nothing is going on that will harm them in any way, and rely upon security to make sure that that happens. So we insist with Leonard and his staff. They have assigned locations, they have assigned places, and it's important for them to look for and prevent incidences. We don't want them to react to incidences after they've happened. We prefer they notify our staff if they sense that something is not proper, be it somebody that's being loud, being rude, maybe consuming too much of any particular type of product that might cause a problem. So it's imperative that the security team be alert 24/7. Their job is not to be watching the rodeo. Their job is to be watching everybody at the rodeo for their own safety, for our rodeo participants' safety. And Leonard realizes that, and that's why he's been there for 18 years.
Thank you, Jeff. And that's one of the reasons that we have ongoing training, because it's important that we understand the needs of the client no matter what service that we're providing. And we want the practitioners to understand that we don't have any jobs. Everything that we do is ongoing training and development so that we can move on in the industry that we choose to provide quality services. And again, thank you, Jeff, for being here today and helping us to celebrate the 4th of July weekend.
Thanks, Leonard.
You're welcome.